attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had. This is the news jump.
You can join us on the show today. It's very easy. You don't have to wait on the phones or anything. You can just send us what we call a dispatch and do that over at thenewsjunkie.com. We've got a lot on deck today, and our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm is with us. Hello, Moses.
Good day, Sean.
Look at the outfit this man is wearing, Sealand. Look at this guy's outfit.
I would say dress for the lawyer you want, not the lawyer you have.
Yeah,
Slept with my face on everything.
He's fully decked out in the Cinco de Mayo Mo shirt. Well, it's not a shirt. Is it?
It's a full tracksuit.
Is it? Is that all one piece or?
No, separate.
Oh, it's separate. Okay. He's got the full Mo tracksuit on in the studio here and looking on points. But before we get into all the jury duty questions and all of that good stuff, Moses, are you a video game guy? Do you ever play video games or no?
I play Nintendo, the original NES.
That's the classic right there.
Up to Super Mario 3.
After that, they lost me too.
Yeah.
I was never able to stay up with whatever the latest game was. I think Sabrina's the only one out of the three of us that plays video games. Other than C-Lane, he plays like some bootleg stolen thing that he has where you're playing video games from like the 90s or something on there.
I mean, that's what sold me on starting up video games for the first time since I was 12 was that Nintendo Switch had all of the old school Super Nintendo and N64 games.
Right.
But now I'm on that Last of Us kick, and I love it.
Right now, the big one is Grand Theft Auto, even though it doesn't come out for like 8 million years. You're not going to see it anytime soon. But the launch of that this week and the trailer that they dropped, I don't know if you saw that, Moses.
I don't think I did.
Many crimes taking place.
Oh, you missed out.
And the trailer for that. And there were so many people who were like, this is obscene. This is, there's illegal activities taking place in this video game.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
Go,
don't friggin' buy it.
Hello and welcome to Grand Theft Auto. How did you not know about
the
this?
title?
Yeah, it's named after a crime, for God's sake. There's going to be crimes in this. And we had our friend, a friend of the show, I should say. I don't remember if you met this gentleman or not, but Joker Gang Gang is what we called him. Some people call him Joker 305, I think. And
Sounds vaguely familiar.
You would know, though, because his whole face.
Tattoo guy?
Yes,
yeah, I remember him.
His entire face is tattooed like the Joker.
He came to our event at one time.
Yeah,
we talked to him a bunch on the radio. You probably didn't hear it, Moses, because we had to dump him every 2 seconds.
That's true. He cursed a lot, and he doesn't understand that there are rules on the radio.
I mean, it's the Joker. He doesn't follow the rules.
I don't know what I was expecting from it. The man has the Joker tattooed on his face. So
based on the number of mugshots, he doesn't understand that there are rules, period.
and so there's a character in Grand Theft Auto in this trailer, Moses, that it looks like him. All right. Now, the character, instead of having green hair, has red hair. Instead of having the exact same Joker tattoos, it has like a little bit of different tattoos. But if you put them side by side, it seems like maybe, since it's supposed to be, the game is supposed to take place in South Florida, maybe he was the inspiration for that. What does somebody like that do? Because he went out, he had been off of his Instagram for a long time, and he launched a new video, and he's like, I'm coming after you, Grand Theft Auto. You're still, did they make it? I'll show you the difference between the two so you can see for yourself.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to is, how close are they? With lawsuits involving likenesses, it's all about how close did they copy it. So something can be inspired by something else, and this is a little bit even more complex because his own likeness is inspired by the Joker,
which
is a trademarked character. So, if they change it enough, there's probably not a whole lot they can do or that he can do. But if it's an exact copy, then there might be something that he can do.
Yeah, I'm trying to show you a good side by side. Let's see, Joker GTA. Because it was pretty clear to me that that's what influenced them. But on the other hand,
Instagram page might have both.
Okay, hold on. This might have it right here. Hang on. Give me a second, Sealand. I got to change this thing. So
Always
Right.
prepared.
The
I-
messages were up again, weren't they?
no, there wasn't messages on my phone this time. It was just that there was a bit of a technical issue, but I got it. So here's the person that's in this video game, Moses.
Stop blocking their ads.
I'm trying my best.
Okay.
This is the guy. Now, do you know what Joker Gang looks like? Or let me give you a refresher.
Yeah, give me a refresher here.
Joker Gang.
To
here he is.
twitter.com/JokerGang305.
I got him right here.
All right.
So this is the guy that we think this is inspired by. He has a lot more face tattoos. He has
Yeah.
green hair and he's got a different look to him. But it's similar. And it seems like maybe this was where this came from. Do you think that's different enough that they'll get away with it?
I think it's different enough. I mean, they changed it around enough where it's not the exact likeness. Like you said, it could be inspired by it, but it's not using his likeness for their own benefit. They just maybe saw him and said, hey, let's create a character like him.
Yeah, man, that thing blew up this week online. So many views for that trailer. That's going to make them a boatload of money.
And since,
right, Sealand.
since it doesn't come out till 2025, the only thing that people can do with the trailer now is just analyze every frame of it.
Yep.
They're trying to see where in Florida it's from, and so they found a map somewhere of where you're going to be able to go. And there are some people saying that Orlando makes like an appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
just based on the map, and there's a Cocoa Beach, and I mean it's all kinds of stuff. But they're gonna have to be waiting quite a while for any of that gameplay.
That sucks, man. They told about this way too early. I wish they would have kept quiet for like 6 more months.
Well, I
We'd
gotta
have
do
a
something.
shorter
It's
wait.
been 10 years since the GTA 5 was released, September of
Yeah.
13.
That's true. All right, let's go to the list of questions we built up over the course of the week, C-Lane. And we try our best to be armchair attorneys. We are bad at it. So Moses corrects us. First things first, Mo. We had a story today about a new record holder. A 17-year-old in California just passed the bar.
Okay.
When you hear that, is that impressive to you? Or is it like,
Well, I think California may be one of the states where you can take the bar without going to law school. I could be wrong, but
Mhm.
there are a few of those states left. So, I mean, if that's what this person did, it's certainly the California bar is not easy.
Mhm.
So I don't know if they passed it or not. But, if you sit for it and you study, you might be able to pass it.
In all these other states, they make you go to law school.
Most states, you have to go to an accredited law school and graduate to be able to take the bar.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like that you could just take it and people could learn this stuff themselves. They could like self-educate. But if he's 17, it used to be that you had to be 18 to take the bar in California. I think they changed it. But if he's 17 and he passes the bar in California, can he just start getting clients? And
He could. I mean, you should go practice with somebody else and learn what to do.
Is there not a requirement, Moses, to like be a public defender or work under somebody, like much like a residency or being an intern somewhere, or you technically could just start practicing law?
You can just, lawyers gone wild. You can just go practice.
Man, that's
Moses, next year I think you should give the three of us the bar exam and
okay.
see who you would hire.
How hard is it? Is it like very specific things about cases that are important?
It's just a mind cluster of a test. It is a hard
You're not
test,
allowed
and
to
you do have
say.
to.
Hmm.
You do have to study for it.
How long did you study? Well, you went to law school, obviously.
Yeah, but then you still study for 2-3 months for that thing.
Yeah, I've heard people.
Months?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. How many questions are on the bar? Do you
Well,
remember?
it's 2 days. I don't remember how many questions. One day, the second day, I think it's full essays. I think the first day maybe half essays,
Never
half multiple
mind.
choice, or maybe it's all multiple choice. I can't remember.
My God! So then, if you fail that, you have to go through the whole
You have to
process.
go through the whole process, and they only give it twice a year, so you have to wait 6 months.
Oh man, that's a lot. All right, Celine, what do we have on the list of questions for Moses?
That is a good question.
Does that mean you
Ooh.
didn't put anything on the list?
No, it means I just
Or-
put a
I
fry
thought
in
we
my
had a
mouth.
bunch.
Yeah. We do have some questions for him. I
Now,
know we do.
our main thing that we talked about this week that we wanted to ask Moses was about Josh Giddey, the basketball player from
Yeah.
Australia.
Are you familiar with this at all?
No.
Okay,
Uh,
Moses.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Celine.
He was
Go ahead.
accused of hooking up with an underage girl, and I think he said he figured it out, or he found out later that she was underage, so he knows. But we had a bunch of questions about if somebody is underage. How do you verify that? Like, is it on you to check their ID? What if they have a fake ID? Would he just be totally screwed on that if she showed him an ID that says she was 18, even though she wasn't?
From the laws and stuff that we brought up that Celine was bringing up while we were talking about this, it seems like it's no excuse. Like you have to go, like you have to get an ID from them, make sure the ID is not fake. Like if you are doing that and they lied to you, that is no excuse. You're still breaking the law.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the laws in Australia, obviously, but in the U.S.,
The
typically,
case is in California.
Oh, I
he's
thought you
here.
said Australia
No,
for some reason.
he's from California,
I
or
gotcha.
from Australia.
Yeah, I mean, typically in the U.S., that's not an excuse, like you said. I mean, it's kind of strict compliance, strict liability. If even if they lie to you and they're underage, you can still get in trouble for that.
That's crazy to me because and we brought that to another level, right? What was the we expanded this into bars, right?
Yeah, somebody, one of the dispatchers claimed that somebody got acquitted of a charge like this because they met the person at a bar. And so they had every expectation that the person would have been ID'd to be allowed into the bar and allowed to be drinking, and that they had to be 18. And we were like, if this happened at a bar, would you be able to hold the bar liable because they were supposed to, for any damages, because they were supposed to ID you and not let you in if you're not 21?
Well, it's going to depend on the circumstances. If they used a fake ID, then the bar would basically say, look, they had a reliable fake ID. We looked at it. We did our due diligence. We thought they were 18 as well. So we're a victim here as well.
How does that work for the bar, but not for the individual?
Different laws.
Oh, man. It's because it's a sexual thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they've got.
So what would you suggest, Moses? Like if someone's in that situation and it's a question of how old they are, like
don't put yourself
photocopy their ID.
I mean, it's not a good, it's not a good
stay away
situation.
from
I
it.
mean, that's all you can really do.
The toughest part of it is when you have somebody, in his case, he was 19 years old.
Right.
So he's an NBA player and stuff, but he was right out of high school. And he's 19 and he's dating a girl that he thought was 18 or of age, but she was actually, I think, 15 or 16 at the time.
Oh, really? I thought she was 17.
It's in those years where you're at the end of your teenager.
A lot of states have passed those Romeo and Juliet law kind of stuff, or 18, 17. I don't know what California has on that, but because of these issues, obviously there are people in a similar age groups who are hanging out, and things could happen.
Right.
And there were some people who were became sex offenders because they were 18 and in high school and had a relationship with someone who was 17 or 16.
That's crazy. We want to hear what you think about this. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. One thing that I wanted to add to this, Mo, was here's how this went. This young girl started posting on social media, and she's one of the things said, like, I slept with this basketball player, and it had photos of him. So we know they were together. We know they were in the same room, and she took pictures of him. She took a video of him, I think, after he was asleep, and they're in bed together. So a bunch of different things like that. And that's how this story started to eke out there. And he looked incredibly comfortable with the person he was with, like he might have thought that they were of age or that he just didn't care that they were not of age. But the thing that happened was right after the police in California started to investigate, the girl and her family stopped talking. They don't want to talk to the police. They don't want to talk to anybody. They're sad about what this has done to his career and him. And if the victim, the girl, is not talking and her family's not talking to police, will this just crumble and he gets away with it, or what?
They'd have to have some sort of other evidence to prove the case. And typically without the victim in these types of cases, it's going to be very difficult to do that. So, ultimately, if the prosecutor is going to prove the case, they have to take the case to trial and they have to have evidence to do that. Well, without your victim here, how are you going to prove that this occurred? Because I assume there was nobody else in the room who can witness it, essentially.
Right. Yeah, that becomes the problem there, I guess. And
a lot of people are like claiming she got paid.
It looks like it. We don't know if she did or if she didn't, but when somebody shuts up after putting the kind of allegation out there,
hush money for a reason,
right? And there's nothing illegal about that, huh? That's one of those.
Well, I mean,
like Diddy situation.
You, Moses, talking about hush money, wearing that suit is
all the credibility in the world.
Oh, the highlight of my day.
I mean, if it's done properly, you can do settlement agreements that have confidentiality clauses. Typically, you can't pay somebody not to bring a criminal action, but sort of the way around there, the way most of these settlements are worked is you settle the case for, they have some sort of claim against you for battery. You're going to settle that case, and
Right.
as part of that agreement, they're going to agree not to testify.
And they can't talk about
They,
it.
they can't talk about it at all. So there's a confidentiality agreement.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more with Moses DeWitt. If you have any questions for Moses, now's the time to send those over as dispatches at thenewsjunkie.com, whatever your legal questions may be. He's here to respond to those. Also, we're going to talk about what happened to Keanu Reeves because this is unacceptable. We cannot allow for this. This needs to be stopped, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Atlanta to face the Falcons. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Adding to the I-4 westbound delays, we now have an accident just east of State Road 429. Still cleaning up that accident at 417 northbound just as you hit exit 52. And US 27, an accident reported southbound just after I-4. From the traffic center, I'm Ron Way.
This report is sponsored by Macy's Backstage. What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJs, fragrance sets, toys, and more. Find the latest trends, new arrivals, and great prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Orlando Harley-Davidson. Visit OrlandoHarley.com.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Brace yourself for the ultimate holiday deal with Consumer Cellular. Snag an incredible 50% off the Iris Flip when you buy before December 17th, making it only $34.50. The Iris Flip is all the phone and camera you need with a user-friendly design, the perfect flip phone companion. Plus, you'll get nationwide coverage and always free activation. Score 50% off when you use promo code RADIO50. Head over to consumercellular.com and use promo code RADIO50 during checkout to score this deal.
Hey creators, it's your chance to be heard. Always dreamed of making your own song? Now you can with just a few swipes on the Hype app, where you can effortlessly create music, share it with friends, and join a community of real musicians. Listen to Johnny's House on XL 106.7 for a chance to hear your Hype song air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the Hype app at XL1067.com. That's HYPH. Or follow XL1067 on Insta.
This time of year, big box tool stores start to sell a whole bunch of not tools, from dancing Santas to plastic trees. At Northern Tool and Equipment, we'd rather sell you a 4-horsepower chainsaw fitted with a full chisel chain to cut down your own tree. And we have wood chippers come January. Because, mulch. We're cutting prices on your favorite brands this holiday season. Save on Milwaukee, Ingersoll Rand, and Metaltech in store or at northerntool.com.
Voice of American music, Willie. Willie Nelson Family. Saturday, February 17th at the Apopka Amphitheater. On the road. New album, The Willie Nelson Family, out now. Tickets on sale now at AXS.com. Don't miss Willie Nelson and Family live.
Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And most importantly, listen to this, you get the benefit of Boost Infinite's new technology that selects between its own network and the other 2 major networks, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one else can do that except Boost. So head to boostinfinite.com today. That's boostinfinite.com. You owe it to yourself to learn what the folks at Boost have to offer. Again, that's boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. Boost Infinite Wireless is the only carrier built for the next 50 years, not the last 50. So one more time, right now, go check out boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com. Why settle for one network when you can have 3?
See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
Join the Monsters on Friday, December the 15th at Enterber Irish Pub. It's in Maitland at the Sheraton Maitland. It's a big celebration of a great year with the Monsters, and we're going to raise as much money as we can for the Coalition for the Homeless. We're going to have all kinds of talent on stage. We're going to have Monster t-shirts for you. It's going to be a party. There'll be all kinds of specials like mimosas and Bloody Marys, and it's at Enterber Friday, December 15th. It's going to be a great time at the Sheraton Maitland. Join the Monsters for a live broadcast from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's Enterber Irish Pub.
This Saturday and Sunday, only at Old Navy, get $16 adult sweaters and $12 sweaters for kids. Right now, grab this season's cozy sweaters for only $16 and $12. But hurry, it's only this Saturday and Sunday at Old Navy. Valid 12, 9, and 10. Select styles only.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. I'm more betting inside your head.
It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sports book and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMITTED.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This is the News Junkie.
No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness.
Now, you can learn more about the show. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. That's thenewsjunkie.com. And, of course, the podcast links are all there to subscribe on iHeartRadio. We appreciate you doing that. We appreciate you sending dispatches and adding content to the show. We'll get to those in a moment. We're hanging out with our friend Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Hello, Mo.
Good day, Sean.
You look beautiful. He's in his tracksuit, his Mo
Can we get a
tracksuit.
full body shot, please?
Sure.
For
Yeah.
watching the
Just
stream?
for you, Sabrina.
I was in the middle of a segment when he walked through the door in this.
Wow.
I was like, that'll catch your eyes. That'll get.
Good. That looks thick.
That'll bring in.
We only
Talking
do
about your
high quality
butt.
merchandise.
It is
Yes,
very
that
high
too.
quality. I like that. This is the best thing I've seen since the bag with the very same image on it, which people raved over.
That's a fantastic bag.
It's one of my favorite travel bags that will be making its way to New Orleans this weekend.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna need some pictures of that.
Yeah, you're making the rounds. Okay,
Now,
Sean, you and
legal
I.
question real quick for Moses.
Oh, go ahead.
If I put illegal things in the Moses DeWitt bag,
Don't
is
do it.
that-
Don't do it.
Does she drag you along with her? if
She's
that
trying to, Sean, and I don't appreciate it.
It happens, though. Hold on one second here. We're going to get to your dispatches in a moment. You can send those over at thenewsjunkie.com.
Sean and I have been doing this little thing, Moses, when you're in studio, where we fight over who gets to turn your microphone on.
Yeah,
it's
we're
not,
battling.
So sweet.
It's not something we've ever acknowledged or said anything about. It's just we'll both go for the button, and we can see that the others pushed it, and it's just back and forth.
Well, if I do it, I feel like I got a little victory out of it. I feel better
Power
about
play.
things. From time to time, it could be. So there was an attack on a beloved American institution in Keanu Reeves. I cannot believe that this has happened, but here we are regardless. Now, thankfully, Keanu was not home at the time, but they did rob his house. One thing that surprised me was I thought I've heard before that they're like, oh, Keanu just has like a very respectable regular
I've heard
house.
that before too, yeah.
Like he doesn't flaunt his wealth. The house that I saw that they said they robbed, it was Keanu Reeves' house. It was a $9 million house. All right.
I mean,
Okay, and from what I understand with Keanu Reeves, sorry Moses, is that no one knows what the inside of his house looks like. I thought he was one of those celebrities that everyone can maybe see what the outside looks like, but no one's ever seen inside.
Yeah, very true. And I think he obviously did that on purpose.
I do know that we talked to somebody